Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Taimanin. Today we're gonna test the new supporter, Kung Fu GirlNanase. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, I'm planning to share my runs of the bonus stage level 3, and I might do more than one run. So if there's any particular character that you want to see on that run, let me know in the comments here so that I can prepare that. Because for once, we actually have a bonus stage that is difficult, so I might as well record that. So anyways, back to the video. So to start with, let's check what Mai is going to offer. It says, increase HP restoration of suppressed type characters by 50% and increase damage of suppressed type characters by 30%. A large paper dumpling explodes, dealing damage equal to 600% of attack and immediately restores 20% of lost HP. So, compared to the PV that they release, this one is 50% weaker, but even so, it is fine as it is, because there's basically two scenarios where we want to use this. You want to use it with a character who doesn't have HP recovery, but even so, it's not the most reliable thing, because if you put this on the active, you're gonna have HP recovery. So yeah, you're gonna recover HP, or you can equip it on the sub slot and have another different HP recovery skill active. For example, maybe Susune, and that's going to give you a lot of HP recovery. But even so, it's relying on an active, so it is not consistent. And if you don't have damage reduction, you might die before your second activation. So keep that in mind. The other scenario is to use it on characters which have one way of healing their HP. That way, they're gonna heal, yes, but they're gonna heal more than they would normally, and they are gonna be surviving just long enough to heal themselves again and again. So, I'm gonna start by doing a run on VR. I'm going to show you what I'm gonna be using here. So, first of all, I have Micah. Micah is gonna be my damage dealer. She has a beat stick. This is not going to be used in any capacity because I'm not using incendiary rounds. But the stats work, so that's fine. Anti-machine, Magatamas, Thunder, and 5 out of 5 plus 13, 5 out of 5 plus 13, whatever Magatamas. Ruthless Explosion, Death from Above, Carpet Bombing, to deal damage, big AoE, since this week we're fighting the LWS squad. So here we have Yukina, Fuyutsuki because we are fighting this stage and there's a ton of mobs and they respawn, so I'm gonna increase my attack drastically in this specific stage. Also, Holy Knight Kirara. You can change Holy Knight Kirara for whatever you want. If you want to go with White Feather Asuka, that's fine. You can go with basically whatever that increases your damage is fine. Nino, Granny, what else? Even Tokiko if you want. It is not the best option, but I mean it helps the party. So that's one thing. These are the stats from the customs, the stats from the start training, and now let's go to the next one. Oboro is going to be another character that you could equip this to. She doesn't have natural HP recovery unless you equip her Skull Face, which is a pretty good weapon. Mine is 3 out of 5. And as you can see, I have defensive Magatamas. This is an anti-machine defensive Magatamas to Thunder. And here I have whatever your weapon, 5 out of 5 plus 11, with whatever defensive Magatamas. Then, wait a moment. I'm missing one. What did I unequip? I think it's Major. No, I have major. So, well, let's go to the skills. Hypnosis Seal, Wicked Slasher, and Taimanin Art Claw. Depending on what you want to do, you can go with a Flash Step or Bloody Carnage. You're not going to slow the enemies, but you deal a good amount of damage. So any of those skills is fine. Or if you want to use this, that's also fine. Let's see. We're going to use Susune, Major, and here you could equip Mai, but I'm going to use it on someone else. And let's see. Which one? Which one? I guess I'm going to go with. I know. Since she's demon, I'll use Shirayuki. As simple as that. Good damage increase, damage reduction technically, and another damage increase because I'm always going to be inflicting debuffs on the enemy. And besides, this also heals Oboro. Not only this, but this. That's great. Lastly, we're going to be using Shisui, but Shisui I'm going to play manually. So, why are we playing her manually? Because I'm not going blue. We have this 4 out of 5 plus 13 Anti-Machine Wood Magatama. Then Guardian, Crimson Guardian 5 out of 5 plus 13, whatever Magatamas on the subslot. And we change power gauge for Light Explosion. We use Guardian Touch because that's pretty useful. And let's see, Bombs Away. I could use... No, we're gonna go with Nature. And instead of Guardian, I can do... Let's see, Arrow. I mean, I'm gonna use Arrow, but not because of the utility, but rather as a damaging skill. Keep that in mind. If you want to change it for Bombs Away, that's okay, so that you gain more defense. But in this case, what are we going to do? We're gonna deal damage. For that, we obviously have the Shisui supporter on the main, super important, super useful. And it's also going to support Oboro. Then we have Mai. I don't have a healer, so I'm going to enhance my only way of healing HP by using this. This Nature's Light draws enemy and heal over time for 4 seconds. So whatever amount of healing I have, I'm gonna increase it. And lastly, I have Stella, just cause a pretty easy damage increase. Let me check. Yeah, you want to go full red. In that case, in case that you want to change it, you could go with something like God Living because you can rely on Oboro for the debuffs. You can use Francis if you want penetration. It's not a bad idea. Though you're not gonna get damage increase because we're not disarming per se. Let's see. You can also use this one, it's pretty useful, though the critical rate is not going to be useful here. You can use, definitely, White Terrasca. In fact, I might as well, because, I mean, it's going to give me more damage than Stella. So, the idea is just that we check how good of healing, or how much the healing is going to improve on this build. So, very quickly, I am not used to playing with Hisui and I do not know the commands, just so that you know. And 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. Well, it is... how can I say it? It is a short duration, but it is good enough in my opinion. Because you're healing 3,000 times 5. 15,000? That's not bad in my opinion. Well, or at least that seems to be the case. You can count the times it heals itself and you tell me if I'm right about that. So I'm also going to use this, and it is super easy to get the healing because I'm fighting an enemy that puts hazards onto the floor, and that's going to allow me to do the perfect dodge. So yeah, this one here, and done pretty easily. the build is so strong that I don't even need to heal. But we could see the healing even though I had max HP. And it is pretty decent in my opinion. I mean, we could see the numbers rather than the healing effect. Nice, nice. Keep going, keep going. I need more of those. Okay, another character that you can use, pretty simple, is gonna be Spinel. Spinel is going to benefit a lot from this one. Because she doesn't have a way to heal herself. She is also a suppressive character. Also important, remember that this supporter is limited to suppressive characters. It's not effective on anyone else. I mean, you can use it for the active, but at that point, why not use Yosora? I have to put this on the main, actually. And since we're going like this... I think I'm gonna go with Gal Lilim because we want to be reducing damage a little bit. And Stella, perfect, just perfect. Yeah, damage increase, and damage reduction, damage increase. Because you don't want to over rely on the active for healing. You also want to go with some form of damage reduction. In fact, now that I remember, I do have Momochinagi. That's a better option. Because it's going to give me, again, damage increase and damage reduction. I lose 6% damage for a 20% damage increase with this. Damage reduction with this one. So it is pretty useful to go this way. And besides, I can go support it. With this, decrease enemy defense by 30% for 10 seconds. Piercing Thirst. No, I'm going to change Piercing Thirst for Dazzling Strike. The command is during normal attack, hold attack. To deal damage. Let's see. Does it crit? No. I mean, its critical rate doesn't matter. And let's see. Ruby. In this case, since it's VR, I could for sure. But it is not a good idea to actively put yourself in danger so that you activate this skill. Even though there are mobs, it is not that hard if you rely on the mobs. But as I mentioned, we don't want to over rely on the active. So instead, I'm gonna be using, this one or this one. I think we're gonna use Shard because Rampage, you have to go onto the enemy, and you know that they have knockback. Even though I'm gonna stop them, it wouldn't be the wisest thing to do. Instead, we're gonna rely on this. Pretty easy, pretty simple. So, for weapons, let's see, I'm gonna equip Kana Blade, and then, because it's for the blue build, I'm gonna change it. And if I'm not mistaken, they were wood. Yeah, wood, and one more wood. If I can find it, yeah. Lastly, I just put whatever Magatamas over here. Perfect. And obviously, I'm gonna be pretty safe thanks to a boar. But we're also going to test this on tower so that we can see it with a character who doesn't heal themselves. So I do this, and nice, perfect. Like this, and nice, excellent. Yeah, maybe this is not the best strategy. I'm gonna finish it, but since the enemies are not stopping, with Chizuru we could just see it because it was a perfect dodge. Let's see, I do this and I do this. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, but perhaps I might be able to use the active because I'm not oops. I'm not eliminating the enemies that quickly. So I might as well just use the active. Let's see. I'll just eliminate this one. As I mentioned, Oboro is an excellent choice for this supporter, especially if you use the what's the name? Skullface. Skullface is just great with this supporter because you're getting damage increase like if you were equipping an Stella, but also you get HP recovery increase, which you're gonna get from Skullface. And though it seems pretty bad, Skullface HP recovery, remember that it can proc multiple times depending on the number of enemies, which compensates for its marginal HP restoration. Okay, yeah. One less. And I did use the active, you can see that it's on cooldown. But I'll admit, I'm not at risk here, but I'm gonna do it in tower. But one other supporter, I'm gonna change who? I'm gonna change Oboro. And I'm gonna put someone different. I'm gonna take away this so that we can actually see this in effect. And what if I wanted to try something like Shizuru? Shizuru is another excellent option for this. And I will go with, obviously, the Eye of Dawn, because that way she can be supportive. I'm gonna put those Thunder Megatamas and Water, and there we go. I prefer to go defensive. I mean, I could go offensive, but Shizuru is already pretty squishy. So with this, she's not going to die. Because I'm gonna make her the counter, which isn't the smartest thing to do, but we can. I'll just equip this, and that will give her attack and also HP recovery. And I'll equip... Which one is good? Which one I want? I don't think I want this. Probably this one is the best option. Yeah. Momochi, but the active doesn't matter. No, actually, I might as well just put Major to deal more damage. Because I'm not gonna need the extra healing because I'm very tanky here. So I'm gonna put Sprout Garden. It's already here. So Sprout Garden is going to increase my healing. And basically this is Tank Shizuru. Pretty interesting, to say the least. So I put that, I put Rose Rondo because we need Rose Rondo. And lastly, since she's gonna take the damage, Plant Wall is not that bad of a choice because she's tank. So she's a supportive tank. Yeah, she deals damage to some extent, but the damage comes from the weapon, the stats of the weapon, and also from Mai and their natural stats. Other than that, you're not getting damage increase. This is, oh well, technically yes, Nagi. So it is gonna deal some damage for sure, but mainly it's going to tank because of the Magatamas and the other effects. So here, very quickly, 4 out of 5, and this is 5 out of 5, plus 15, plus 14, and let's see, Plant Wall, Sprout Garden, Rose Rondo, Major, Momochinagi, Kung Fu Mai, the stat training, the customs, and the change Spinel. Probably the best pick that I could go with would be Phantasma. Red Phantasma. And I want to go mid-range to short-range build. So for this, we're gonna use this weapon even though we're not gonna use a green build. We're gonna use a red one. So Phantasma is probably not a good choice to use Mai, just so that you know, because she already has good HP recovery on red, and she doesn't need that. Keep that in mind, guys. You don't want to equip. You don't want to equip that supporter to characters who have good HP recovery. You want to equip it to characters who don't have HP recovery or only have one option for HP recovery. This and this. Perfect. 5 out of 5 plus 15. 5 out of 5 plus 13. And let's see. For supporters. No. Not useful. Instead. Let me check. Yeah, I want to go pure. So for this. Yeah, definitely, because I can inflict that myself, the debuff. Then we can go with this for sure, and also, I mean, I don't need the HP recovery if I want to, but the snare is super useful on this stage specifically, so it's a good idea to put this. This you're not gonna use the active, and this one, it is to abuse debuffs, but I am not trying to abuse debuffs. So, stat training, customs, supporters, skills. Wait. I have to change the skills. I almost forgot. Twister Dance and Crunchy's Fear for sure. I'm gonna use them. Increase the. No, you know what? Instead of Twister Dance, which gives me HP recovery and I do not need, I'm gonna put Succubus Whisper. Unfortunately, they have the same command, so it's one or the other. And Slash Horror? No. Let's go with Phantasmal Mirror. Or Phantasmal Shade. Phantasmal Mirror, I think, is gonna be good enough. So, there we go. The weapons, and yeah, let's test it. So basically, Shizuru is gonna be the tank. She's going to provide a buff for Phantasma while also giving healing. That's kind of interesting. I have never tried making Shizuya a tank, but now that I think about it, she's a viable tank on red, impressively enough. So let's try this. Like that, perfect. And Shizuru, where are you, Shizuru? I gotta be close to Shizuru. Don't move, girl, don't move. I wanna be next to you so that you can use your skill and I get buffed. As you can see, it's pretty simple. Tank Shizuru is really interesting on red. Like, I gotta admit, this supporter opens possibilities for Shizuru because before her healing wouldn't have been enough. Like, it was good, and if you reduce damage a lot, it would be okay. But now that you have even more healing, it's gonna be very consistent. Let's see. I just move. I just activate. Oh, yeah. The problem about range attackers and mid-range attackers, they don't have that much super armor. Well, here we go. 1, 2, and where are you, Shizuru? Because I don't see you. Ah, there she is. Well, It is pretty impressive. Most of the battles she didn't receive any damage because of how tanky she is. So if we try to go even further, she is going to withstand most of the attacks and also be able to heal herself thanks to Sprout Garden. As I mentioned, healing skills, healing areas to be specific, like Emily's or Shizuru's, are probably the worst form of healing because they don't heal over I mean not over time, but based on the amount of damage that you deal, because you're not dealing damage with these skills. The ones that heal with the damage that you deal are the best, but these are kind of not good. At some point they don't give enough HP, so increasing the healing effectiveness with Kung Fu Mai is amazing for sure. Now let's test it. I mean, I gotta keep progressing on VR, and maybe I'll share some runs on 100 with Mai, but that's the theory behind it. Ooh, Ingrid is not a bad idea because um, she doesn't have HP recovery by herself, but I want someone different. Let me think. Who doesn't have HP recovery on red? I mean, you have HP recovery. Aha. And also, first and foremost, I gotta put this restriction. Yeah, because you're not equipping it to a different character. These two seem pretty appealing, actually. Hmm. Hmm. I'll go with Rin. I'll go with Rin. Can Rin inflict debuffs on red? Yeah. Electrocute. But that's the only one. It's a 16-second cooldown. And let's see. Stun. Critical rate. Haha. Yeah, I'm thinking about using another supporter in the main. Volt Rush, which is one of my favorites to deal damage. And Bolt Spin, no. Bolt Hook, no. It is not a bad skill, to say the truth. You know what? Let's go with Bolt Hook. Let's go with Bolt Hook. So, we put Mai, followed by what? We want damage increase. We are human. Uh, if I had more copies. If I had more copies. So we're not using... well, technically we are, but we're not relying on them too much. So I think I can use these. And... not the wisest choice, but could be used. Okay. I kinda want and yet don't want. No, I think I'm gonna go with this. No, Yukina, no. Let's go with something different. Would be good, but I don't wanna, because it doesn't give me a good active. Which gives me a good active? Melee. 1 second. Melee, melee, melee. Melee, melee, melee. Okay. In that case, yeah, why not? But the damage reduction is not gonna be that great because many of the attacks are gonna be ranged, and this is going to give me melee damage reduction. Interesting, actually. Kirara, yeah, Kirara has a very interesting synergy here, and the reason why I'm deciding to go with Kirara, no, I don't know what to use, guys. I don't know which would be the best option because I'm not debuffing that much. Um. I am not buffing myself that much either. I wanted an active, but let's go with this. I might as well just put the HP recovery Active. Yep. I'll have to. Yeah, the original idea was to put someone with HP recovery. Uh, this one works because you're going to increase the amount of HP regen that you get, and the Susune works because you get a ton of a 30% HP recovery, which is more than this. But since I'm not debuffing the enemy that much, it's not a great idea. If I change to the Momochi weapons, I could. Actually, that's the smartest thing to do. It's a little bit less damage, but I think that's what I want to do. Oh, very quickly, let's just grab those Magatamas over here. So I'm going melee, so probably this. Let's grab these. And let's hope that some of these are critical damage. Because I also have some Magatamas which are critical rate. Uh-huh. Critical damage. I think with these Magatamas I'm done. Oh yeah, one more. Okay, excellent. I think I have them. So, we go to tower, we check here Rin. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna give water, 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 and water. Are these all critical damage? Critical, critical, critical damage. Okay. And then we put whatever critical Magatamas over here. We need the extra critical rate because I have this 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 plus 14. 5 out of 5 plus... No, 3 out of 5 plus 15. We definitely want that extra critical rate. Volt Hook, Volt Whip, and Volt Rush. These are to deal with waves of enemies, and this is to abuse the single target bosses. Whenever I have to single target a boss, it's gonna be super effective. And since I am using now Momochi weapon, I can actually equip this on the main because it gives me more HP recovery than this. And the debuff is also pretty useful. So, there we have it. Let's go. As I mentioned, Rin, Spinel, Oboro, Asuka. There's also, what's the name? Shizuru. Shizuru. All of those are going to be very good with this supporter. So keep an eye on those. And there we go. Almost. Perfect. Remember, Ring has issues with super armor, obviously. So I just want to do this. Oh my god. Oh no, no, what are you doing? Edwin! Can I? Let's see. There. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Let's see. Here. And again, he's going to hit me when I have the animation. I hate that. And he's going to run away for sure. Very sportmanship, very fair of you to do that. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to say it. Sports like. Let's see, over here, and I just... Oh, really? Why not pull me? Why push me? Why when I want to be near him? Okay. And let's get a little bit of HP recovery. Yeah, that's actually pretty big. It is noticeable when you enhance the HP recovery. Nice, perfect. Bolt hook. Yeah, doing the combo with the Momochi weapons is gonna be pretty useful, so that you can actually use Susune instead of Mai. So I'm gonna start by doing the ultimate, because I don't want to deal with the mobs. But not that it would be that difficult, because I have Bolt Rush. So there we go. Talking about Bolt Rush. If they let me, well, I'll use this. And I'll use this active and whip. Okay, nice. Excellent. When there's nobody here. Nice. Let's see, can I destroy them, please? Wasn't there? Yes, a potion. Yeah, this is also going to enhance the potions, so that's pretty cool. And done. I didn't need to activate it a third time, but you can see that the HP recovery is going to be enhanced tremendously. And although it is self-sufficient, I gotta admit that doing a combo of Kung Fu Mai with Susune and a Momochi weapon is going to make your life so much easier and give you so much damage. So try to do that combination. It's pretty useful, guys. So yeah, this is not builds and tips, but rather more of a testing this supporter. And I'll admit it is pretty good to give survivability to those who cannot uh, recover HP by themselves and have to rely on supporter actives. Now, let's see. We're gonna do just one more, but who? I mean, she's already really strong. I just feel like it, but no, we're gonna test this one when we have a killer doll. So keep an eye on that. It's gonna be pretty fun. Now let's go with her. This would be pretty easy. And this is not a good stage for using the pure red skill. So let's go with Asuka instead. So first of all, we want to equip something like this. 5 out of 5. Yeah, we can keep it over here. So, the weapon is gonna be... Oh, wait a moment. I actually have a better weapon because I'm not... Oh, wait, I'm going red. Oh, wait, I'm going red. So yeah, since I'm going red, I'm gonna keep this weapon. 3 out of 5 plus 15. And this one, 5 out of 5 plus 13. Critical damage Magatemes, whatever critical damage Magatemes, it seems that I'm activating anti-demon effect of ice. Then, for supporters, we're gonna use, obviously, Mai. And obviously, we have to put it on the main. I don't think, actually, that I have the Momochi combo for her. Yeah, it's 3 out of 5, non-enchanted, so it's not a good idea. Pretty odd. I have not received many of those copies now that I think of it. There's few Momochi weapons that I don't have. Like 5 out of 5. Here, we're gonna use this. Just increase damage. And... which other one we want? Definitely. Yeah, because we want survivability. When we are using this kind of supporter, we want to deal a lot of damage, but also we want to survive. So we always need a balanced supporter, than one that gives us damage reduction. Here, we're gonna use Rendering Storm. Killer Mole Missiles, although it's good, we're not gonna use it because we don't have the weapon here. Well, I don't have the weapon equipped. Wind Goat Slicer to deal with enemies, and Bomb Escape. I mean, these two are better if I go melee, so I prefer to go this way. And for skins, let's go with Legionnaire, since we have Legionnaire right now. Oh, Legionnaire on red, and Legionnaire on black. Let's go with Legionnaire on black. So, um, skills, supporters, stats from the customs, stats from the stat training, and let's see what she can do. Remember that she is level 83, so she's not as strong. She's still missing 2 awakenings. So even so, she's gonna be completely fine. Kaput. Let's see. I forgot the command. What is the last one? Hold, evade. Ooh, nice. Pretty useful though. The mist is annoying. The miasma is so annoying. Specifically when I go with a build that requires me to go melee. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. There. Or should I say poison cloud? I mean, you get what I mean, right? Now, I do this and kaput. So I'm gonna use this to heal myself because I just wanna heal a little bit. It's always better to not use your healing until you're about to die, technically. But I see no reason not to activate it. And over here, and bomb escape. Ooh, nice. When it's not near. Okay. There. I just get closer, closer, closer. I deal damage. I use bomb escape. Oops. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, come on. It's hitting? God. Take this. And like this. Yeah, obviously it's not the most damage. I have to be very... I have to deal more hits with this one. And healing, even though I didn't hit. Nice, perfect. I do this and... almost. Come on. I'll just wait. And there we go. Nice. Yeah, so even though I don't have that much healing, you can see that I manage. I mean, the fact that I can deal with waves of enemies because of how Asuka plays is pretty useful. But it's not only that. Let's see. I gotta watch my HP bar. Also that evade is glorious. Nice. And I'm about to use the active over here. And I didn't... well, I hit something. Okay. Bomb escape. So, as I mentioned, getting a ton of HP increase on the potion. HP recovery is going to be amazing. And done. There we go. You see, the potions, how much they recover with this support. It's nice. It's nice. So very quickly, just to finish the video, there's one thing that I didn't know because I have never done it before, and it's that you can actually get multiple copies of a... I call them premium gacha supporters, but it's the standard pool supporters, the one that you can find in any banner. So, not these ones, these ones. Yeah, if they are here in the pool, and you see them in the Desire shop, right now we have, for example, Saya. I think her name is Saya. Yeah, Saya, and obviously Mai. You can use your Desire to buy these as many times as you want, unlike the copies of limited supporter. I strongly suggest that you prioritize limited equipment, special deals, skins, but also we are going to receive soon enough Killer Doll pack, seasonal pack for Kurenai, and either the weapon or the supporter will be here on the Desire shop. Keep that in mind. You want the Desire for that. But this is a special occasion since we have the double campaign. If you have been spending your gacha coins and you have built up your Desire a ton, it's fine to actually grab some of these. I actually grabbed 2 copies of my with Desire because of how good the campaign is and how many coins I have saved, to say the truth. So yeah, it is okay to do so, specifically on these campaigns. Normally you wouldn't do that, or I recommend not doing that, and just grab the limited ones. But this is an exception and it is pretty okay to do so. If you didn't have to buy these ones, that is. And I know Rinkos is probably the best one, but it's unfortunate that she is still very difficult to use. So yeah, guys, that's about it for today. I hope you find this useful. If you roll, let me know. I want to see if you like this supporter or not. And also, as I mentioned, let me know what kind of characters you want to see tackling the bonus stage number 3 of Welcome to Heilong. So, that's it now, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!